As Bruce and Clark continue their investigation into an ancient devil from the past, it's not only enemies that they will need to worry about, but friends too. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop into the pages of Batman Superman World's Finest issue number 3 and find out together. So then, picking up directly from where the last issue had left off, Felix Faust, one of the foremost evil magicians in the DC universe, had sent Batman and Superman to the fires of hell. No one is taking this harder than the Dark Knight, though, as well. He's something of a tortured soul as it is when he was alive, and now that he's forced to come face to face with the likes of Joe Chill, it's messing him up a bit. Superman, on the other hand, is pretty damn chill about the whole thing. He just takes a deep breath, closes his eyes, zeroes in on Felix Faust's heartbeat, and then punches the crap out of him, shattering this illusion. Yes, that's right, they were never really in hell, despite Felix Faust trying his hardest to make it seem that way. Batman asks how Superman knew that was the case, but then answers the question himself when he figures, yes, Superman could never go to hell. Superman doesn't even believe in a hell. The good guys have defeated this threat, but unfortunately they're nowhere closer to defeating Devil Nezha. And just to really complicate things, they're still lugging around an unconscious Billy Batson. It seems that the devil is actively working its way inside Billy's body in a Rosemary's Baby type situation. I see an exorcism in the future. Looks like you're gonna need to get a young priest and an old priest. Now, believe it or not, it's not just Batman and Superman who we check in with this issue. We also get to see what the Doom Patrol has been up to since leaving the World's Finest duo back in the first issue. It seems that they're looking up one of their oldest foes, and I really do mean oldest, in the immortal General Immortus. The Doom Patrol's thinking is this guy has lived enough life that he's probably crossed paths with Devil Nezha before and may very well know how to stop him. Here's the problem though, Immortus doesn't know much of anything right now because he's suffering from Alzheimer's. Yes, that's right, the immortal man does not remember his long life. Though, interestingly enough, he does remember Monsieur Mallah. Then again, I suppose if you ever met a Gatling gun-toting talking gorilla, you would probably never forget that either. After much prodding by the Doom Patrol and one very near-death scare from Negative Man, they are able to get Immortus to spill his guts about where he thinks Nezha's tomb might be. And he's not the only one gaining that information too, as we travel back in time to see what happened to Robin and Supergirl. They had come to try and get the help of the Warriors of G, the ancient clan of fighters who had defeated Nezha in the past. The only problem is, these guys think that our heroes are actively working for the bad guy. One beatdown from the cast of Avatar: The Last Airbender later, and the two sidekicks eventually get the Warriors of G to see sense and explain how they defeated Nezha in the first place. Apparently, it took 5 days of non-stop combat and some of the most powerful magic that generation had to offer, and even then they didn't really get rid of him, just locked him away until he was a problem in the future. And now that he's woken up, his power is only growing as time goes on. At first he was just a problem for Batman and Superman, but now his evil is extending to every other city via some of the most famous DC villains. Even costumed baddies who are normally losers like Mirror Master turn into genuine threats when powered by the devil himself. Flash almost falls into a trap, and poor Wonder Woman actually does get herself caught by Dr. Alchemy, who turns her back into clay, which I must admit is actually a pretty solid scheme. Batman and Superman swing into action to try and save their friends, and while they fight valiantly, they are most certainly through the looking glass on an important issue, and that is Devil Nezha seems to know quite a lot about the superheroes, their weaknesses, and what makes them tick. Worse still, it seems that it's not just villains whose minds he's getting into now. Superman and Batman get ambushed by Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern. They think he's there to help, only to have themselves get encased by his Green Lantern ring. As the comic comes to a close, Batman tries to put out a desperate distress call to Alfred back in the Batcave, only for us as the reader to realize that the devil has gotten to him too. And so that was Batman Superman World's Finest issue number 3, everyone, and once again Mark Waid continues to offer up a fun, exciting, very retro-feeling sort of story. And of course, I can't heap enough praise on the art. It's absolutely eye-meltingly beautiful, and you already knew that. I appreciate that a book called World's Finest doesn't feel like it only has to concentrate on Batman and Superman. In fact, probably my favorite parts of this story so far are the stuff with the Doom Patrol and with Robin and Supergirl. If you would allow me, though, to indulge in one minor complaint, I don't actually think Devil Nezha seems to be that great a villain just yet. I mean, yes, they're setting him up as basically the devil, the ultimate evil who is bad because, well, what else would he be? I was just kinda hoping for an extra dimension. Now, obviously, there's still time to get there, but for what it's worth, I was just felt leaving a little, wanting. Overall, though, still pretty damn good stuff. I would give this one a 7.5 out of 10, and I'm definitely interested to see how the rest of the series ends up shaking out.
Hey there everyone, Kate Joel again, and I just want to thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. It means a lot to me. And hey, if you enjoyed the book I covered in this issue and want some comics of your own, might I recommend Book Depository? It's my #1 place for shopping for comic book trades. You get a great price, and if you use my link down in the description, you'll actually be helping me out at the same time. You get something, I get something, everybody wins, right? So until next time everyone, I've been Joel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.